dancing in the dark. Don't follow me, you'll end up in my arms. You have made up your mind, I don't need no more signs. Can you give me reasons we should be complete? You should be with him, I can't compete. You looked at me like I was someone else. Oh well, can't you see? I don't wanna slow dance in the dark.
Imagine this picture but gummy bears. My plan was simple. Go to Dollar Tree, buy all their gummy bears, use the different colors as different values, then resin it, which will seal it forever, then hang it in the window. Maybe it'll look like stained glass window? This took me like 6 weeks, 23 bags of gummy bears, $8 worth of hot glue, and 1,000,000 hours to make, but it'll only take 1 second to like it, please. I don't really like how it turned out, but it gave me an idea for something even bigger. We'll see. And, I don't like it, but do you?
Killing someone's vibe should be a fucking crime. Wasting someone's time should be so back to what I was saying. This could be us when she playing.
Yo, let's go.
Let me know. Cause I do well for myself. Nothing you do is extraordinary. Texting on my mental well.
Her name is Margo. Not Margo, I'm Mango. Yeah, someone said Wells Fargo.
They call me Tiago. I don't know who's Margo. I just hit this.
Bitch, this is fame, not clout. I don't even know what that's about. Watch your mouth. Baby got an ego twice the size of the crib. I can never tell a shit, it is what it is. Said what I had to and did what I did. Never turn.
Okay, y'all, this is how you draw a cactus. This is step one. Just start with some wiggly ass lines, like really wiggly, to get the outline of your cactus. Really, really, really wiggly. Forgot to mention that step one is low-key the hardest part. Like, it takes fucking forever, but, you know, just keep it pushing. Okay, so now that you got your outline done and everything, you're gonna draw like little faint lines in between in the middle of like the cactus like things. Remember, these lines are supposed to be like pretty faint. Like, you're not supposed to see them as much as they're gonna be thinner, basically. Okay, so after you're done with step 2, you start drawing the spikies. The way you draw those is just like up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And then once you're done with all the spikes, you're pretty much
Pulling out the coupe at the lot. Told him fuck 12, fuck SWAT. Busting all the bells out the box. I just hit a lick with the box. Had to put the stick in the box. Pour up the whole damn seal. I'ma get lazy. I got the mojo deals. We been trapping like the 80s. She said the nigga so. Got the cash out. Told him wipe a nigga no. Say slash.
Okay, so I found this little green Hippo pot at the Goodwill and decided I want to flip it. So that's me washing it in the sink, and then quickly I did a base coat of white just so it'd be easier to apply color. The color I chose was purple, and then after I did that, I did a second coat because ew, that looks rough. There, that's better. Okay, and then I started adding details to the features of her face, like the whites to her eyes, and then some depth to her other facial features, and then I finished the eyes with the pupils. But then I realized that she kind of looks like she's seen things, so I added a little more motion with some eyelashes and stuff like that, and some red nails because she's a bad bitch. I also put a little red heart on her butt because it's Valentine's Day. I don't know, it's cute. And then I Mod Podged her, filled her with potting soil, and added a plant.
Okay, so it's come to my attention that nobody in my life actually knows what I do. So this is me, I'm Catherine. I carve into copper, and then I put ink on it, and then I make sure the ink gets all in the little grooves, and then I wipe most of the ink off that I just put on there. It's the only use that newspaper has, and it gets your hands really messy. And so you have to wash your hands, and then you make sure that whatever you're printing on is wet, because because otherwise it won't work. Don't ask me why, but it can't be too wet, so we gotta dab it off. And then we tuck the homie in, make sure it's under its felts, and then you start cranking the wheel, and it makes you feel like a ship's captain, which is pretty fun. And then we crank the wheel some more and make sure that the fabric gets pushed into the little grooves, and then you get to pull the fabric back and see what you made, which is so exciting and rewarding. And here's the final print, and I'm gonna print it 60 more times.
This will do. Put on my pinner hat. Oui, oui, spaghetti. Let's do some art. What do you paint, artist Steven? I paint dinosaurs! Ah! It is complete! Ready to see my beautiful masterpiece? Look at him! Look how cute it is! This belongs in a museum.
All right, people, I've heard your cries for yellow. I've heard your cries for sunflowers, and I'm giving you both. I mean, you can't have sunflowers and not have yellow. Okay, whatever. Yellow's a little bit out of my comfort zone, and I was like, is this gonna be ugly? I think it is. But then I can't tell you how many times I went back and forth between loving it and hating it, which is common for artists. But then when I started outlining it, I really hated it. I was like, ugh. But then now I love it, and I hope y'all do too. So just, don't tell me if you don't. And if you do love it, it's on my website, those canvases, as well as a notebook, and then an art print version of each, as well as phone wallpapers. So usually I let Ella voice her opinion about my painting, but this time I thought it'd be fun to show her reaction in person. It was a little disappointing at first, but I think she really got it towards the end, But now watching back, here's Ella's final thoughts. What? Thank you. Her opinion is always appreciated. So we're almost done. Here we go. Ta-da!
Underrated artist check. Now, I am really, really, really underrated because I have little to no followers. I would really like to support anyone else that uses this audio. Support them too. Have a good day.
Oh no!
Oh yes!
Everybody does it. Time for a change.
Underrated artist check. Now, I am really, really, really underrated because I have little to no followers. I would really like to support anyone else that uses this audio. Support them too. Have a good day.